Old Man Flower. One rainy day, a puppy appeared in the home of a kind old man and old woman.
Bow wow!
Oh, poor wet puppy.
It must be lost. Let's keep it in our home.
The puppy wagged its tail happily. The childless old man and old woman named the puppy Shiro and took very good care of it. The love of the old man and old woman helped Shiro grow healthy and large. Shiro would pull heavy things without being asked and would help the old man and old woman. Shiro is such a good child. One day, when the old man was working in the vegetable garden, he felt a pulling at his clothes. "What is it, Shiro? Whatever is the matter?" Shiro was pulling his clothes as if to call him. "You want me to go there? All right, all right." The old man went with Shiro and climbed the mountain. After a while, Shiro stopped and looked up at the old man with round eyes.
Dig here, bow wow! Dig here, bow wow!
"You think there's something here? Well, let's see." The old man began to dig with his hoe. Crunch, crunch,
Clang, clang!
huh? What was that sound? Oh! To the old man's surprise, silver and gold coins appeared from where he had dug the ground. "Shiro, you knew about this?" Shiro wagged his tail in delight. When the old man took home the treasure, the old woman's eyes widened in surprise.
Shiro must be a gift to us from the gods.
"All this money, it's too much for us. Let's give some to the poor people." The kind old man and old woman decided to share their good fortune.
That Shiro has such special powers? Never would have thought so.
The greedy old man and old woman who lived next door were peeking at this scene.
We'll borrow Shiro and find our own treasure. We won't give any away. We'll keep all the treasure for ourselves.
The two laughed meanly. The next morning, the greedy old man came to borrow Shiro.
I want Shiro to help with the work in the vegetable garden.
The kind old man and old woman did not suspect that the greedy old man had other ideas and lent Shiro to him.
Good. Everything's going according to plan.
The greedy old man tied Shiro to a rope and pulled him up the mountain.
Now, tell me where the treasure is hidden. Bow!
Shiro did not know what to do and drooped his head. The greedy old man mistook this for the sign and said,
"So, this is where the treasure is hidden."
The greedy old man started to dig with his hoe. Crunch, crunch.
Ah!
The only thing that appeared from the ground was a mountain of rubbish. The greedy old man became furious.
"You told a lie! Take this!"
Shiro was beaten so hard that he died. Hello, I've come to get Shiro back. The kind old man came to the greedy old man's house. But the greedy old man told a lie.
Shiro suddenly became sick and died.
What? How can that be?
Don't worry, I buried him in the ground. I placed a branch of a tree where I buried Shiro.
The kind old man rushed up to the mountain. He came to the place that the greedy old man had talked about and found a branch of a tree stuck in the ground. Oh, poor Shiro! As the old man stood by Shiro's grave in sadness, the tree branch had somehow become a large log. The old man took the log home with him. The kind old man and old woman made a wooden mortar from the log the old man brought home. Maybe we'll feel that Shiro is back with us if we make rice cakes using this mortar. The two began to pound rice, remembering Shiro.
Pound, pound, clang, clang.
What is this? Gold and silver coins again. Each time they pounded the mortar with the pestle, glittering treasures appeared. Again, the greedy old man and old woman were peeking at this scene.
This time, we've got to get that mortar.
The next day, the greedy old man came to borrow the mortar. The kind old man again did not suspect him and lent the mortar to him.
This time, I'll get the treasures.
The greedy old man and old woman used just a little rice and started to pound it in the mortar.
Pound, pound. Ah! Ah! It's a mountain of rubbish again.
The more they pounded, the more rubbish appeared from the mortar.
This is hateful. Burn this mortar in fire and turn it into ashes.
The furious old man and old woman burnt the mortar. After some time, the kind old man came to their home. Hello, I've come to get the mortar back.
The mortar? It's broken.
What?
Don't worry. We burnt it because it was dangerous to leave it like that.
Shiro, forgive me. I've hurt you again. The kind old man apologized to Shiro in tears and began to collect the ashes. He placed the ashes in a basket and brought it home with him. On his way home, a strong wind blew and the ashes flew into the sky. The ashes! Huh? Just then, a surprising thing happened. The ashes that had flown into the air made a dead tree bear beautiful flowers all over. The old man was very surprised at the ashes that had made the dead tree blossom. Shiro, you've made these flowers bloom, haven't you? The old man was so happy, he began to climb the tree. When ashes were sprinkled on a branch of a tree, flowers as cute as Shiro would bloom. Shiro, it's as if you're laughing. The old man who made dead trees blossom became famous, and word of this eventually reached the king at the palace. The old man was invited to the palace and showed the king how the dead trees would blossom. Seeing this, the king was overjoyed and presented the old man with beautiful treasures. The greedy old man and old woman who heard about this.
Old woman, we will make the trees blossom too. Bring some of the ashes. There aren't any more ashes left. Darn, then we'll use this sand. Blossom! Blossom!
The greedy old man and old woman sprinkled the sand around where they had burnt the mortar and tried to get the dead trees to blossom, but the trees never produced a single flower. The end.